Mark, 1 minute till airtime on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. At our next time cue, it'll be 30 seconds until airtime. Mark, 30 seconds until airtime on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner. On my next mark, it'll be our final time cue at 15 seconds. Mark, 15 seconds until airtime on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Have fun.
The following is a presentation of the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner. Live from Mellow Mushroom in the Cornerstone District in Lynchburg, Virginia, the Liberty Flames football show is on the air. Your chance to hear from Liberty head football coach Jamey Chadwell comes your way on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner. The Liberty football show is presented by Freedom First Credit Union. Start banking with Freedom First today. The Liberty football show is also brought to you by Bojangles' famous chicken and biscuits. It's Bo time. Carter Bank. Life lived full. Coca-Cola, taste the feeling. By Foster Fuels, providing reliable service for 100 years. Lynchburg Nissan, nobody beats our prices, nobody. Rogers Heating and Cooling, servicing Greater Lynchburg's HVAC and electrical needs. Thompson Brooks Insurance, planning today for tomorrow. And by the United States Space Force. Have a question or comment for one of our guests? Email lfsn@liberty.edu or post a message at LFSN Radio on X, formerly known as Twitter.
Shotgun snap and a pitch around the right side to Von Blue to the 10, the 5, a cutback, and he's in the end zone. Light him up. Touchdown, Liberty, Von Blue.
Now let's talk Liberty Flames football. Here's your host, the voice of the Flames, Alan York.
And a good Thursday night, everybody. Welcome inside Mellow Mushroom tonight for our Liberty Flames football show with head coach Jamey Chadwell. I'm Alan York, your host. Great show coming on hand here tonight. We'll be joined by Coach Chadwell in a minute. We've also got some football players with us, Jamal Miles from the Flames defense and Juju Gray from the Flames offense. And Liberty 1-1 coming off a setback this past Saturday at Jacksonville State 34-24. Flames will be back on the road again Saturday, taking on Bowling Green up in Bowling Green, Ohio. And we got some trivia about that series with the Falcons coming up here as we move on about our show. Kickoff set for 5 o'clock. Our pregame radio coverage comes your way at 3:30, and we'll be on the radio. Plenty of ways to access our broadcast on Saturday. Also, we'll be on our Facebook and YouTube video streams as well from the radio booth. And you can watch it on ESPN Plus, the television broadcast coming up on Saturday. The Falcons are 1-1. They had a Week 1 win over Lafayette and suffered a loss at Cincinnati this past week. And so both teams 1-1. A key non-conference matchup in the group of 5 leading up to home game next week with Liberty and James Madison. They have shifted the game to ESPNU next week, and they shifted the game time as well to accommodate that national TV audience at 3:30. So make sure you put that on your refrigerator. Originally scheduled for 6, but show up at 3:30 even before that for next week's game. But first off, Liberty and Bowling Green coming up this Saturday. Before we talk to Coach Chadwell, I know today is 9/11, and it's affected everybody in this country as we remember those that lost their lives on 9/11, and with events that happened yesterday at Utah Valley. We hope today in this show can be maybe a distraction for an hour, but as we remember those events yesterday and 9/11, our prayers are with those affected by those events, and we just hope we can come together as a country, as a family, and just pray for those and give our well wishes to those affected by those events. That being said, let's now bring in the head coach of the Liberty Flames, Jamey Chadwell. Coach, good to have you on the show here tonight. Thanks for coming out. Good to see your family as well. Let's start with 9/11. Where were you during 9/11? What do you remember about that morning?
We were actually preparing to play a game that week. We were playing VMI.
Okay.
And you're in meetings, and what I remember, one of our coaches, his daughter was attending NYU. And so when he heard about the first one, okay, and then he said the second one, he jetted out of the room.
Right.
I mean, then I remember vividly the look on his face, just like he was so worried about her, because you just don't know, right?
Yes,
and
sir.
so we were there, and then you start gluing to your television and start trying to figure out what's going on, and that game obviously ended up getting postponed, and then we ended up playing it on Thanksgiving to end the season to make it up.
Yeah.
So it's amazing. We were talking to the team about it today. And, I mean, that's 24 years ago. And, none of them are born.
Yes, sir.
And so I think you always got to bring up, history of obviously of your country. And that was a time frame that we were, after that day, I vividly remember we were all united there for a little while.
Yes,
and then
sir.
it went back to what it is today.
Right.
But for that while, there was so much pride in being an American
No
and
doubt.
being a patriot.
Yeah.
And, you hope that we can get back to that at some point.
Well, we hope we can as well, and we can. But just wanted to get your thoughts on that. I remember I was working at a NBC television studio doing some production for an NBC affiliate, just cutting my teeth, getting started in this career. So we will never forget that day, and our thoughts and prayers out to those affected by that. And, of course, the events yesterday out at Utah Valley, our prayers and well wishes to Charlie Kirk and his family as well. It's just a senseless tragedy. But let's kind of focus back here on football, Coach. Was been out at practice this week. Coming off losses are never easy, but you and I talked briefly today. Players bounce back quicker than the coaches do, but the guys were in good spirits, and it looked like you had a good work week.
Yeah, I think we have. It is tough, especially when you go back and look. Losses are never easy, and if somebody beats you, you learn from it, you move on, and then you go back and watch the video. You look at the things that we caused ourselves that really maybe inhibited having a chance to win the game, especially a conference game. And so there's a disappointment. There's also a frustration because you're better than what you played. There was times that we looked like we were a talented team, and there's other times we just didn't play what we're capable of. And as coaches, obviously our job is to get the best out, but also players. Hey, your job is you got to be able to play consistently, and we've challenged them on that this week. And I think there's a sense of more ticked off that the way we played, and that they're ready to prove that that's not who we are, And so I like what we've done this week, and I expect us to go out and play. We're playing a good team. Expect us to go out and go earn a victory.
A couple of things that happened last week, or opportunities to happen. Field goals, and you had some quick changes where your defense had to come back out. Those were two specific things, at least on Tuesday, I know you worked on specifically. Take us through those practice periods. It looked like the energy was there, and from your reaction, it looked like kicks were going through the goalpost, and defensively, you had some third down situations on the quick change, and the defense looked like it was getting the job done.
Yeah, I mean, if you go back and, you looked at the game, where were the areas that we needed to be better? Obviously, taking care of the ball was one. We had the 2 turnovers there. We talked all week about starting fast. Defense gets us a great field position. We get a punt return. We get one play. We're at the 50-yard line, right at the beginning of the game, and then we get that turnover. Then we get another drive, get a turnover, and then you get that fourth down stop. And those are sudden changes. Anytime there's a turnover, fourth down stop, we say there's a sudden change with that, and the job for the defense is to get us the ball back. And we gave up, 17 points in those 3 drives. You can give up field goals, we can't give up touchdowns.
Yeah.
And so we obviously hammered this week on obviously not turning the ball over, being smart with that, but also, hey, there's a sudden change. How are we going to respond? Don't let them score a touchdown. And so we worked some specific situations there, and then you're kicking every week, and kicking's hard, but there's no excuse in my opinion. You're a college kicker.
Right.
you got to make your layup, so to speak. And any kick in college that's under 25, 30 yards. The two we've missed this year have been 25, 30. I think both of them have been inside the 10 or 15 yard line, whatever it may be.
Yep.
You got to make those,
right.
And when you don't, it's devastating. And that was we're getting back in the game. You make that, you're down 11 going into the fourth quarter. Momentum's on your side, and so you work those specifically, and hopefully the confidence that our players were able to build throughout the week, it'll show up this Saturday.
Not many teams will have the result with 534 yards of offense. You move the ball, obviously. What did you like despite the outcome of the score offensively?
Well, I mean, I'll tell you what we have to be better. We got to score points.
Yeah.
We can have 800 yards, but you only score 24 points. You're not doing your job as an offense, in my opinion. We with moving the ball like that, you got to score more points.
Right.
And so out of the drives that we got stopped, 4th down and 2, okay, you got to execute that. We didn't execute. And then the 2 turnovers. And then, okay, you take those. That's 3 drives. Then we had 3 other drives. We punted twice, and you had 300 drives that ended because of penalties. We had a hold in there towards the end, which was a bang call. But we had a false start where we were 2nd and 4 at the 50, didn't get it. And then we had another drive there where we had another penalty. I'm trying to think what the penalty was, but we had one more that set us back, and we had to punt. If you just continue those drives out, you're probably well over.
And it was a hold on the touchdown called back.
Yeah, that's 4 points right there. You make that and the field goal. So those killed us, and that holding penalty didn't have to happen. Like we had him blocked. It didn't have to happen. And so I thought we answered the bell when we needed to answer the bell there. We're down and it looks bleak, and we come out and we score and we put pressure back on them. And so we just have to eliminate some of those things where we're beating ourselves, but just do it consistently throughout 4 quarters. We've started slow, and then as the game goes, we pick it up. And we've got to find a way to be consistent all the way through. We've harped on that as an offensive staff, and I thought we were off to a great start last week, and then you just get a turnover. We hold on the ball too long, but we're very capable. I think our receivers have played well.
Oh, yeah.
I think our running backs have stepped up. They've shown improvement. Evan Dickens the last 2 weeks has really played well, and like the quarterback play, the two turnovers were unacceptable. But what we're learning about him, he's tough, and he keeps fighting, he keeps playing, and so we can win with those things. We need our O-line to play better. If we need them to play better, and that's normally a spot where we're really good, and I expect them to be, and so. I think this is the week that we can put that all together.
We're getting started here tonight on our Liberty Football Show presented by Freedom First Credit Union. We're live at Mellow Mushroom in the Cornerstone District here in Lynchburg. We're going to take a break here. We'll have another segment with Coach for a couple of minutes. Then we'll bring up Jamal Miles, one of our defensive players, and also waiting on deck is Juju Gray, one of our running backs. Before we take our first break, curious, would you like to tailgate before the Liberty football games? I know I love doing that when I have the chance. Gather your friends and family and let us do all the work. Located right outside of Gate 1 of Williams Stadium is Tailgate Town. Take your tailgating to the next level. Sponsored by Frank Good Builders with different size tent options, tables, and chairs, and, of course, all the fixins and all the tailgating food you could ever want. To purchase a tent, call or text us at 434-582-CLUB. That's 582-2582. Tailgate Town, presented by Frank Good Builders. We'll take a timeout here. When we come back, a couple more thoughts from Coach Jamey Chadwell as we talk Liberty football tonight at Mellow Mushroom on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
It's bow time. It's not just football season. It's tailgate season, and that includes every kind of football, whether it's got goalkeepers or goalposts. The kick is good! Because it doesn't matter where or how you tailgate. When you've got crispy chicken and fluffy buttermilk biscuits from Bojangles, your tailgate is better than great. It's legendary. Head to Bojangles and order your tailgate box with boldly seasoned chicken, fixins, biscuits, and legendary iced tea today. It's bow time.
At Carter Bank, we believe life is best lived full of opportunities and dreams, of goals achieved and promises kept. We've been creating opportunities for more people and businesses to prosper since 1974. That means great local lending, convenient access to your money, accounts and guidance that make it easier to get more done. We are Carter Bank, the preferred community bank of Liberty Flames Athletics. Visit carterbank.com to learn more. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
You're listening to the Liberty Flames Football Show, presented by Freedom First Credit Union on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Thousands of our teammates make and deliver 300 of the world's best brands and flavors, locally. From the heartland to the coast, in big cities and small towns. Our products are moving, and our trucks are rolling. We share a passion and a purpose, and we love to refresh and serve our communities. We are Coca-Cola Consolidated, your local bottler.
What's important isn't that Freedom First has been in business since 1956. What's important is how we've been doing business since 1956. Since day one, we have been accountable to our members, not stockholders. We make loans that cost less, offer savings plans that pay more, and give back to our community, and that hasn't changed. What has changed is our ability to serve you with more locations and more technology to simplify your financial life. Freedom First. It's a place where anyone in our region can bank for good.
Hi, this is Alan York, asking you to join the team as a member of the Flames Club. As a Flames Club member, you can make a difference by directly contributing to the success of Liberty Athletics. The Flames Club's mission is to raise the financial support needed to provide our coaches and student athletes with the resources to compete for championships. Membership levels vary and begin at just $75. Some gifts may even be tax deductible. When you join the Flames Club, you're truly investing in champions and championships. Join today at libertyflamesclub.org.
Welcome back to the Liberty Flames Football Show, presented by Freedom First Credit Union on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner. Have a question or comment for one of our guests? Email lfsn@liberty.edu or post a message at LFSN Radio on X, formerly known as Twitter. Now, once again, here's the voice of the Flames, Alan York.
Back inside Mellow Mushroom tonight for our Liberty Football Show, presented by Freedom First Credit Union. Hey, folks, looking for family fun at a bargain? Children's ages 3 to 12 can sign up for the Flames Kids Club, presented by Cooper Family McDonald's. Membership starting just $30. More information is available at libertyflames.com/FKC. Mellow Mushroom tonight. We've got all the TVs going on. There is one college football game coming on at 7:30. That's NC State and Wake Forest, both 2-0 in the ACC. That is down in Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
Who wins that one?
You know what? Liberty's seen both of these teams in the last 10 years or so.
I mean, you'd be a little crazy to cheer for the Wolfpack, wouldn't you?
Well, Kerry Wren certainly knows who's going to win. Kerry, a NC State grad, one of our
don't let anybody in that school.
Great friends of the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
That's a joke, everybody.
I know. That's right. I get it. We'll have to wait and see. Dave Dorn, NC State, and
it's going to be a good one.
Jake Deckert, the new head coach at Wake Forest, coming over from Washington State. Again, both teams 2-0, and it'll come on right after our show's done here. All right, Liberty 1-1. They'll be at Bowling Green coming up on Saturday, 5 o'clock kickoff, and big-time matchup in Group of 5, and Liberty next week back at home against James Madison. All right, Coach, a couple thoughts here before we let you go and get some dinner. Defensively, we talked a little bit about the defensive effort the last couple of ball games. You had a couple of takeaways, game one. And last week, Cam Cook, really good running back, tipped the cap to him. But you mentioned during your media session this week over 100 yards of yardage after contact for him, and got to wrap him up when you get the chance. But just take us inside the defense. You had some penalties that kind of frustrated you as well on Saturday.
Yeah, I think what we ended up doing there is we assumed he was a great back. We assumed we were going to get him down, and if you go back and watch that video, we had a guy tackle him, and he was able to maybe break free. But if we had everybody chasing the ball like the way they should, maybe some of those long runs don't become long runs, right? And so it was more of an overall, and I don't want to say it was a lack of effort. Like, our guys played hard. It was more of I assumed he was going to get him down instead of just chasing the ball through the whistle. And that's something that's correctable and fixable. So I believe if we'd have done a better job of that, maybe he doesn't get us some of those big runs, or even other players don't get us big runs because we got more people swarming the ball, and that's what you should be on defense, no matter what you do. It wasn't our scheme. We had some guys in position, and we got to make the plays when they're there. But I think the disappointment that I had on that is we had there in the fourth quarter when we needed to stop, we had them in 2 third longs. I mean, and they threw the ball 8 times, and so they weren't really comfortable throwing the ball. No. But they didn't have to, and that was the disappointing piece, is we couldn't find a way when we needed to make a stop. Especially we had them a 2nd and 20, and we get a foolish penalty there and a substitution penalty, which we can't have. That's completely on coaches. And then we had them again in another 3rd down, and they just throw a little pass across the middle, and we don't execute it the way we need to, and they were able to go down and put the game away. And so there's some disappointing things there that are fixable, correctable. Nothing that's like broken there, but we just got to stop assuming, and we got to make sure that we're just rallying around the football. And I think our defense was disappointed. I think they were hurt by the way they played. I think they know that's not how they are. And so I expected a spirited effort of chasing the ball and putting more people around the ball and more hats. I expect that you see that this Saturday.
How about injury-wise? You touched on a few guys during your media session on Tuesday. Any update on some of those guys you talked about?
Yeah, I think we're going one more day here to see if we can get some people healthy. I think we'll have some guys that are questionable. Okay. And I probably have some guys that are out unless something happens tomorrow. Yep. And so we're hoping that we can get some of those back, but we got through that, get some injuries there. And when that happens, also you got to think long term. Can you rush them back? Maybe. But if they're at 80%, does that keep them at 80 the whole year? But if they miss a week or so, can they get back to 100? So you got to weigh all that in. Sure. And so especially as you're in some non-conference games here the next 3 weeks and the conference, so you got to weigh all that. Is if you play them, can it hurt them worse? If it can't hurt them worse, but does it inhibit them from actually getting completely healthy? So you talk with your trainers, you weigh all those things out, and then you make the best decision from there.
Your players of the week, Jamal Miles, we'll hear from in a minute. You had 2 this week, and Evan Dickens, running back. Take us through those decisions and what you liked about their play.
Yeah, I think Jamal's done a fantastic job. Jamal was our special teams player of the week. He has done a fantastic job of taking his role and owning it. Yeah. I mean, he's been consistent since camp started, really since the summer. Of being somebody that's trustworthy, that when you put out there, he's going to do his job. He's going to play hard. Really pleased and proud of how he's come, and he's kept working, and he's put himself where he's accountable to what he's doing, and the coaches trust him. And I mean, he's tough. He plays through an injury. Actually got hurt last week, and just tough as nails, and played through it. And so proud of him, and it's hard, you're working to as a young guy when he came in here, you're working and you keep getting better and you want opportunities, and maybe they're not coming as quick as you get them, but he just keeps working. And when you keep working and you keep doing hard stuff and you keep overcoming, which he has, you gain trust of your coaches, and we trust him completely in the things that he's doing, and he goes out every week and does his job and plays hard. And so really pleased that thankful for him. And then Evan really the first week did a good job of coming in and giving us a spark. And then this past week well over 100 something yards there total. I don't know exactly what it was rushing and passing, but gives us a different a gear there from a back that we're handing the ball up inside, gives us a little different gear there, run through some people. And he's played well, really pleased with his development. He was actually committed to us at another place, right, and then went to Georgia Tech, right, and then things didn't work out for whatever reason there, and so we knew what type of person he is, and he's come in and he's worked, and he's given us another dimension to add with Juju there, that we have some speed and some guy that can run inside. And so if he continues to develop like that, him and Caden, and then you add Vaughn, they're giving us a good 1-2 punch there.
Yeah, I mentioned Caden in that one run he had. He trucked over somebody. I brought up Larry Zonka. You'll know who Larry is. I don't know about all of our fans, but he looked like Larry Zonka running the football. Maybe John Riggins for you local. The Diesel. Commodore fans. I can say Redskins. That's who he played for, and the Jets. Deep running back room. We look forward to talking to Jamal and Juju
Commanders.
coming up. I know.
You said Commodores.
I said Commodores.
You're thinking of
wow. I said wow.
He was thinking of his time back in college listening to the Commodores.
That's right. Way back in the day.
Yeah.
All right, Coach, good timing here with your food just came around the corner. So get a bite to eat, and we'll bring you back up here in about 20 minutes.
Oh, it sounds good.
All right, that's head coach Jamey Chadwell with us here tonight. Liberty 1-1 going on the road to play Bowling Green on Saturday. We'll take a timeout. And before we do, another reminder here from Mellow Mushroom that the Flames mobile app is available for downloads right now, presented by Carter Bank. In your app store right now, you'll find schedules, game previews, recaps, live stats, live video, and our audio broadcasts as well. Additionally, you can access the Flames ticket office to purchase tickets for future events. And you never know. If you search Liberty Flames in your app store right now, if you purchase your tickets through the app, you can also receive a discounted price. That's the Liberty Flames mobile app presented by Carter Bank. All right, we'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll be joined by Jamal Miles, Liberty cornerback out of Pelham, Alabama, as our show continues after this timeout from Van Wagner and the Liberty Flames Sports Network.
Turn up the heat. Foster Fuels is a proud partner of Liberty Athletics. Fostering warm moments for 100 years, Foster has been providing exceptional propane and gas services throughout Central Virginia and surrounding areas. From propane to fireplaces and tank installs to tankless water heaters, Foster does it all. Visit fosterfuels.com or download the app to order fuel, pay your bill, and more. Get the customer service you deserve and turn up the heat with Foster Fuels and the Liberty Flames.
Lynchburg Nissan's model year in sales event is on, and the savings are huge. Remaining 25 models are tariff-free and have 0% up to 60 months. Discounts up to $7,100 off MSRP, and new cars starting at $18,950. Lynchburg Nissan is ready to pay up to 130% of fair KBB for your trade, too. We also offer guaranteed credit approval. Inventory is limited and selling fast. Stop by or schedule your appointment at lynchburgnissan.com, home of the million-mile warranty.
You're listening to the Liberty Flames Football Show, presented by Freedom First Credit Union on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Heating, cooling, electrical, and plumbing. Your certified Generac backup generator experts. Online at callrogers.com.
The light from a star can take millions of years to reach Earth. So when you look at a star, you're looking back in time. But I see the future. I see exploration and courage. I see my country finding new horizons out there. And I see giant leaps making a comeback. I see myself. The future is where I'll make history.
This message is brought to you by the United States Space Force. More information is available at spaceforce.mil.
Thompson Brooks Insurance has been serving Virginia for over 35 years, helping individuals and businesses with their insurance and investment needs. The team at Thompson Brooks is experienced in understanding Medicare, retirement planning, life insurance, the healthcare marketplace, and group insurance benefits. Call Thompson Brooks Insurance at 434-385-8500. That's 434-385-8500, or visit them online at thompsonbrooksinsurance.com. Thompson Brooks Insurance, planning today for tomorrow.
Have you downloaded the Liberty Flames mobile app? If not, what are you waiting for? The Liberty Flames mobile app is your lifeline to Flames athletics. Get the latest news on your favorite teams, find upcoming schedules, buy and download tickets to the next game, listen to podcasts, and hear our online Liberty Flames Sports Network audio broadcasts.
Pass caught into the end zone. Light 'em up. Touchdown, Liberty.
It's all on the Liberty Flames mobile app. Download it for free from your mobile app store today. Welcome back to the Liberty Flames Football Show presented by Freedom First Credit Union on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner. Have a question or comment for one of our guests? Email lfsn@liberty.edu or post a message at LFSN Radio on X, formerly known as Twitter. Now, once again, here's the voice of the Flames, Alan York.
Moving right along on this Thursday night inside Mellow Mushroom. I'm Alan York, our weekly Liberty football show presented by Freedom First Credit Union. I'll be joined by Jamal Miles coming up here in just a second. I want to remind fans that if you'd like to get closer to the action, how about check out our new Memories on the Mountain, allowing fans to enhance their game day experience. Maybe it's a video board shout-out, being part of the Flames team walk, a photo with Sparky, shooting the Gatling gun, all the T-shirts that go out, you can shoot that, and maybe start the Flames quarter up in the press box. So you can find out more information on all of that by logging on to our website, libertyflames.com, or contacting the Liberty Ticket Office at 434-592-5015. That is Memories on the Mountain. Liberty 1-1. They'll be at Bowling Green coming up at 5 o'clock on Saturday. Our pregame radio coverage comes your way at 3:30 from Dwight L. Perry Stadium. And here's a couple of tidbits on the series. It's the third meeting coming up on Saturday. It's tied at 1. Liberty won the last matchup, September 2nd, 2023, 34-24. Liberty had 5 takeaways in that game, including 5 interceptions, 2 by Jerome Jolly. Kobe Singleton had 1. And also Kobe returned an interception for a score as Liberty won that ball game. That was Jamey Chadwell's 100th career win as a college head coach and number 1 at Liberty. So some interesting tidbits on that. It'll be homecoming for Bowling Green. It's always fun to go into an opposing venue when it's homecoming. All the alumni come back and you get in, get a win, and get out, as I like to say. All right, that being said, let's bring up Jamal Miles, a Liberty cornerback. Jamal, good to see you. How you doing here tonight?
Doing good.
Good to have you on the show. Now,
yes,
redshirt sophomore, Pelham, Alabama. That's where we're going to start here, Jamal. Pelham, for those that don't know, just south of Birmingham, not far.
Yes,
a stone's throw maybe. We played at Jacksonville State, not 90 minutes from Birmingham.
Mm-hmm.
You went back home. Jacob Jenkins went back home. I'm sure there's some others that I missed going back to your home state.
Right.
Despite the outcome, take us through just going back home when you get the opportunity to do so, and how many friends and family you had at the game last week.
Going back home, I had a lot of friends and family at the game, about 10, 11 people. Got to see my friends, got to see my mom.
Yeah.
Got to see my dad, got to see my sisters and their kids, and a lot of good people. So.
Wow, so you're an uncle.
Yeah, I'm an uncle. Yes,
okay.
Sir.
How many nephews or nieces do you have?
5.
5. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yes, sir.
Mom and Dad, tell us their names and what do they do back home?
James Brown is my dad.
Okay.
He works at Mercedes.
Okay.
And my mom is a manager in Walmart, Dondria Brown.
Right.
Yes,
okay.
sir.
That's awesome.
Yes, sir.
Joined by Jamal Miles from Pelham, Alabama. Now, you're in your third year of the program here.
Right.
Take us through the recruiting story, how you ended up here. I know Coach Freeze, when he was here, recruited you, and even Jamey Chadwell at his previous stop. You guys go back a few years.
Yes, sir, we do.
Reading your bio, 24 scholarship offers?
Yes, sir.
You had the pick of the litter, Jamal. So why Liberty? What made that a good fit for you?
Right when I stepped on campus, it was a great environment. My family loved it. My mom loved it right when she walked on campus. She couldn't stop talking about it when I got home, you know. So it was a great environment to be around. Christian, I'm a Christian. Grew up in a church.
Okay.
Was an usher, all that. So
usher at your church?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
I did.
That's cool.
Yes, sir.
You ever take the offering plate and pass that around?
And hold the doors open.
Hold the doors,
like
do everything.
Yes, sir.
Jack of all trades there. So 24 scholarship offers. It's okay to mention it, unless it's hashtag Beat Coastal. We won't mention the Chanticleers. I'm joking when I say that, of course. Who was your first scholarship offer?
Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so SEC,
yes, sir.
Power 5, and then from there, usually I'm hearing when you get one, a lot of people start calling. Well, we don't want the Commodores to get you, so we're going to kind of come in there. When did Liberty get on the radar?
They actually got later on down because Freeze offered me.
Okay.
And then Chadwell honored my scholarship also. So.
Okay. Where do you think you have grown the most as a man at Liberty, your spiritual walk, Jamal? Take us through that aspect, and then we'll talk football.
Okay. Well, I grew up in a church, so I always had a good spiritual. It was always my mental. Just had to get my mental right when I got here.
Okay.
And a lot of coaches, and a lot of people helped me. Like Gomes helped me. I talked to Gomes a lot. He helped me with my spiritual and my mental. Make sure I was right. And being here definitely helped a lot with my spiritual because God's everywhere. Everywhere you see, everywhere you turn, God's there. So it really helps a lot.
Joined by Jamal Miles, Liberty cornerback, redshirt sophomore from Pelham, Alabama. You mentored Dr. Ed Gomes, did a great job with the football program. Saw Ed a couple of days ago. He was honking the horn around campus. So I know he's in a new role, but you mentioned him, and it's not just him. It's a lot of people that can have a positive effect on our student athletes.
Right.
When you mention him by name, give us an example of kind of what he did to help not ground you, but to help you with your walk.
Well, he will reach out to you, or if you look down, he'll come up to you, talk to you, tell you he loves you every single day.
Yep.
Reliable person to talk to, always there for you no matter what. He'll even text your phone to come meet with them if you need to talk to somebody, or he'll give you somebody else to talk to if you need to. So you're very helpful.
Joined by Liberty cornerback Jamal Miles. Coach Chadwell just mentioned you're a guy that you bring your hard hat to work every day. You're grinding. You're getting work in. And those reps, that time, you punch in that clock. You'll be rewarded for that in due time. Where does that work ethic come for you, Jamal?
Well, every time I get on the field, just go as hard as I can no matter what, because I know that football can end at any second, any play. So, you know what I'm saying, give maximum effort no matter what I do.
Yeah,
everything like that.
Now, you were Special Teams Player of the Week this week.
Sir.
You got social media posts about it and, got all the love for there. How did you find out? Take us through how our Players of the Week, coaches vote on it, but how do they find out before the next game?
We go into the meeting, and then we watch the film and different things like that, see what people did wrong and right. And then special teams coach tells everybody who's going to be the players of the game and stuff like that. So.
And that's Dylan Llewellyn, special teams coach. And
yes,
there, I get as much practice time viewing as I can, but special teams is a third of the game.
Huge.
It's huge. And you guys rep it every day. You're doing something.
Yes, sir.
And you rep those special teams things first for reserve players, and you get on those coaches' radar about, okay, I can trust Jamal.
Right.
Or Trey Loyne, who just goes nonstop on special teams. Number 38, there is nothing but 100 miles per hour for him, and I've seen you go down the field. Which special teams part, Jamal, do you like the best?
I like going down and setting the tone. That really starts the game. Special teams really starts the tone of the game. You can really tell how the game's going to go when you tell by the kickoff. So when the kickoff's going fast, you already know it's going to be a good game for the Flames.
Which special teams are you on now? Let's name them all. If I miss them, you let me know. Kickoff return, punt return, field goal block, I would put in there. Field goal team is a special team. How many are you on?
I'm on punt return, kickoff return, kickoff block.
Yep. So on kickoff.
Right.
Where are you? Okay, let's say if it's Braden Beck or Max Morgan, whoever's kicking, which side of the field are you on?
I'm on the right side.
Okay.
The third person to the right side.
Okay.
Yes,
and
sir.
your role on kickoff is what?
Rolling. Just going for the ball. So.
Now, sometimes you can get too fast and out of position. You kind of have to break down.
Right.
You kind of stay. So, because if they cut back, guess who they're going to run into?
Yeah, me. Yes, sir.
You, Jamal Miles.
Yes, sir.
How do you know when to break down? Give us those steps as you get down the field.
When I run it down, I try to make contact with somebody when I get down there, so I'm just not just running free, you know what I'm saying? Then get off him, then just try to see which way he's going so I can just make the play.
Now, you're cornerback. That is your position on the field. Have you always played cornerback? And back at Pelham High School, how many positions did you play?
I play receiver, safety, and corner at Pelham.
Give us an idea of Pelham. And we've seen Hoover in the 2 days on MTV 20 years ago. We've seen the TV show. Pelham, give us an idea of the history of Pelham football and state playoffs and that type of thing.
Playoffs, when I was in my senior year, was my first year. We went to the playoffs, actually.
Yep.
So we went to the second round.
Got it.
So, Pelham's a hard-nosed 6A football team.
Oh, it's up there, 6A.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Yes,
how many 7A, how high does it go in Alabama?
7A.
7A, so you're right there at the top.
Right there, yes,
and that goes by enrollment typically.
Right.
Yep, okay. Before I let you go, Jamal, I was reading your bio. There's a question about your prized possession. Do you remember what you put for that?
I'm not sure.
All right. I've got it written right here. And you tell me, do you remember typing that?
Oh, yes, sir.
$2 bill.
Yes, sir. I do.
A lot of people don't know that that's part of currency.
Right.
There's a school down in the South, when they go to bowl games, they get out $2 bills, and they put a stamp of their logo on it. I won't mention the school. So the economy, wherever the bowl game is, they know, well, this school, okay, they brought a lot to the economy for the bowl game.
Right.
$2 bill. Give us the story. What's the deal?
Well, my grandpa gave me that bill before he passed.
Okay.
So I always keep it with me, and my number was 2 in high school, so really keep it for good luck for me.
Okay.
Yes,
now
sir.
you're 28. How'd you end up at 28? Just they gave it to you.
Yes, sir. They gave it to me.
And you
sir.
said, yes, sir. I
Yes,
will
sir.
take that number. I want a spot on the roster.
Gladly.
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 All right, Jamal. All right, getting that bad taste out of your mouth from last week. Going up to Bowling Green, Ohio.
Yes, sir.
Not going to be easy. How do you guys get a dub on Saturday?
Play hard, physical, fast. I feel like last week we beat ourselves, but I feel like we're going to come back this week, swing fast.
All right, final thought here. The academics, very important.
Yes,
What are you
sir.
studying at Liberty?
Business.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Business major.
You're a redshirt sophomore, so you're probably into those business classes now.
Right.
After football, what do you want to do?
I'm not really 100%, but I just know I want to go into the business field right now. Yes, sir.
What kind of food did you order tonight?
Pizza, always.
Always.
Yes,
All right,
sir.
Jamal. Appreciate the time here tonight, my man.
Yes, sir.
All
Thanks
right.
for having me.
I'll see you in the hotel on Friday night, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, Jamal Miles with us here tonight. Great job on the radio. He might take my job when it's all said and done here. All right, we'll take a timeout. We're not done yet. Juju Gray, Liberty running back, will join us next as we continue on our Liberty football show presented by Freedom First Credit Union. This is Liberty football from Van Wagner.
It's bow time. It's not just football season. It's tailgate season. And that includes every kind of football, whether it's got goalkeepers or goalposts. The kick is good! Because it doesn't matter where or how you tailgate. When you've got crispy chicken and fluffy buttermilk biscuits from Bojangles, your tailgate is better than great. It's legendary. Head to Bojangles and order your tailgate box with boldly seasoned chicken, fixins, biscuits, and legendary iced tea today. It's bow time.
At Carter Bank, we believe life is best lived full of opportunities and dreams, of goals achieved and promises kept. We've been creating opportunities for more people and businesses to prosper since 1974. That means great local lending, convenient access to your money, accounts and guidance that make it easier to get more done. We are Carter Bank, the preferred community bank of Liberty Flames Athletics. Visit carterbank.com to learn more. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
You're listening to the Liberty Flames Football Show, presented by Freedom First Credit Union on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Thousands of our teammates make and deliver 300 of the world's best brands and flavors, locally. From the heartland to the coast, in big cities and small towns. Our products are moving, and our trucks are rolling. We share a passion and a purpose, and we love to refresh and serve our communities. We are Coca-Cola Consolidated, your local bottler.
What's important isn't that Freedom First has been in business since 1956. What's important is how we've been doing business since 1956. Since day one, we have been accountable to our members, not stockholders. We make loans that cost less, offer savings plans that pay more, and give back to our community, and that hasn't changed. What has changed is our ability to serve you with more locations and more technology to simplify your financial life. Freedom First. It's a place where anyone in our region can bank for good.
Hi, this is Alan York, asking you to join the team as a member of the Flames Club. As a Flames Club member, you can make a difference by directly contributing to the success of Liberty Athletics. The Flames Club's mission is to raise the financial support needed to provide our coaches and student athletes with the resources to compete for championships. Membership levels vary and begin at just $75. Some gifts may even be tax deductible. When you join the Flames Club, you're truly investing in champions and championships. Join today at libertyflamesclub.org.
Welcome back to the Liberty Flames Football Show, presented by Freedom First Credit Union on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner. Have a question or comment for one of our guests? Email lfsn@liberty.edu or post a message at LFSN Radio on X, formerly known as Twitter. Now, once again, here's the voice of the Flames, Alan York.
Right, back inside Mellow Mushroom here tonight as we talk Liberty football. Our show presented by Freedom First Credit Union. Great crowd on hand. And as this show continues to grow and grow and grow, and appreciate the fans tuning in on our Facebook and YouTube streams. My name is Alan York. We'll be rejoined by head coach Jamey Chadwell coming up here in just a little bit. Appreciate Jamal Miles for joining us here from the Liberty Flames defense as Liberty takes on Bowling Green coming up on Saturday up in Bowling Green, Ohio. It'll be homecoming for the Falcons, and for those going to the game, they got post-game fireworks. So if you go up there and cheer on the Flames and you're staying in the area a little bit, they've got fireworks after the game. And I'm sure it'll be, because of a Liberty win, they'll be shooting those fireworks off coming up Saturday. But it'll be a fun one. We'll be on the air at 3:30, and kickoff set for 5 o'clock at Doit L. Perry Stadium. All right, shifting gears here. We talked Liberty defense with Jamal Miles. Now let's welcome in Juju Gray with the Flames offense. Yeah, Juju, get a couple of shout-outs here from the fans. Julian Gray, your name on the birth certificate. Juju, tell us how you got that nickname, Juju.
Really just my dad and my mom, to be honest.
Okay.
They'll call me Juju most of the time, unless I'm in trouble.
Oh, yeah, there's Julian. Yep. What's your middle name?
This is what they actually call me, is D'Arius.
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 Okay. Yes, is that your middle or your first name?
My middle name. My first name is Julian. So
D'Arius is your middle name?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you call you Juju. Mm-hmm. My name's Alan, but I hardly ever hear it. It's usually A-Y or York. If somebody calls you Julian outside your family, do you ever turn your head like, they're not talking to me?
Oh, no. The only person that really calls me Julian is Coach Corn. Coach Corn is
Willie.
Julian. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. We had Jacob Jenkins on one of the podcasts earlier this week, and he was talking about Coach Ledutko and how Cody doesn't like to have his name called out or a lot, and so they'll yell his name out at a team meeting, and Cody's like, pump the brakes a little bit. So Willie Korn will call you Julian.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. I'm going to have to text Willie to give more on that story. But it's our first name, and it's important, just like our last names are. All right. Second year here at Liberty, shifting to running back. That's been the story of the offseason, and now you've added some weight. You look good in that number 1 uniform, Juju, and making that transition from wide receiver to running back. Take us through that process and how it was presented to you after the Bahamas Bowl.
Really, the transition was really good. It was really good. Obviously me switching to running back, I know there's certain things that I have to now prioritize, such as gaining weight, learning a different position, the playbooks, how to read things like that. But, it was – I would never say it was like presented to me as in, hey, like we want you to change or we want you to – it was kind of just a part of me coming here.
Right.
And it was just really me finally developing into the role that I ultimately like seen myself as in the coaches as well.
Sure.
So really just me finally developing into that, and it's been amazing. Like, I love the change. Me gaining weight and me now being able to be like a full-time running back, I'm starting to really see like I can be extremely versatile.
Okay. Joined by Juju Gray, who's from Huntersville, North Carolina, north of Charlotte, Hopewell high school product. What'd you play in Hopewell? I mean, high school guys are all over the field doing everything. What did you play at Hopewell?
I played receiver, running back, and corner.
You have any picks defensively? We don't know you're a defensive guy. You have any pick sixes or anything like that defensively?
I got a few picks, no pick sixes.
Okay. Well, you had a long touchdown catch last week from Ethan Vasco. Take us through the play. What I recall, and you caught the ball and ran the 72 yards, but he had to evade some pressure. He stepped up. Take us through the route down the Jacksonville State sideline, and the floor is yours to take us through that touchdown catch.
So basically this play, I had a wheel route similar to Western Kentucky game last year.
Right.
I had a wheel route, and they ran man coverage, and that's kind of a part of like my versatility.
Okay.
Just having a linebacker and me having a like receiver history and still being able to do that. It was just a mismatch, and then he got beat, and Vasco stepped up through the ball, and then at that point it's track race.
You've seen plenty of coverages, Juju. When you know what the play is going to be, and sometimes it's an RPO, and it changes depending upon the coverage. When you see the play being signaled in, okay, I know what I'm doing. How long does it take you to realize, okay, they're in man coverage, they're in zone, I might have to adjust my route? How quickly does that process for you?
It doesn't usually take too long.
Yep.
Yeah, it'll take me. Look at the backers first, safeties and corners, and then kind of just figure it out from there.
Okay.
That specific play, it was actually kind of funny because he said it out loud that he was in man. So.
Oh my God! No, are you kidding me?
Yeah, he actually said.
Why do you think he would say that?
I have no clue.
Oh my gosh!
I have no clue.
You're like, okay. Sometimes you don't have to. The best part about it is letting your actions speak. Right. Instead of your words. And that play, it was poetic justice that you're like, okay, you can man me up all you want, but I'm going to run right by you. And you had him beat by 15. The ball was there. I'm like, good. You said foot race. It wasn't even close. You got in that end zone really quick. We're chopping it up with Julian Juju Gray, Liberty running back here. Transfer from NC State. Hitting the portal. You wanted some boxes checked, Juju. What were you looking for in your next stop?
Just for me to, be used to my full capabilities.
Right.
And then not only that, being on a good program with good coaches and coaches that care about you as a person and as a man, like off the field, and them having different, standards and morals about themselves, like off the field. So, obviously Coach Chadwell and his faith meant like a lot to me, and not only that, but also, other coaches on the staff. So them prioritizing that meant a lot. And then not only that, them being a good team and just coming off of a championship and really having not only a good scheme like offensively, but them having like somebody like Aaron Bedgood who was there a year before, where I can learn and really understand his role.
Yeah, Aaron Bedgood was a great player for Liberty. And, talking to the coaches, you mentioned you coming here, they envision you kind of like an Aaron Bedgood. You brought him up. What did you learn most about his experience here? And then how do you think your game is starting to evolve into not just a replacement for Aaron Bedgood, but being the best Juju Gray that you can be?
Really, Aaron was a pure running back, and he could also play receiver. I was a receiver that can play running back. So really watching his game and seeing how hard he runs and like how he's okay running in between tackles. He's okay like just doing certain stuff, really taking that aspect of his game and putting it in the mind, really understanding like, hey, running between the tackles, you've now gained weight, like use it toward your advantage. And really, it's still watching him now, he was extremely dynamic, and it didn't matter. And not only that, but him also knowing every part of the offense. So I kind of really take that, I take pride in making sure I know everything.
You still talk to him today?
Yeah, I actually did.
Text with him or talk on the phone?
Yeah, yes, sir.
All right, got a question from Kathy in the audience. We talked a little bit about this, but the mental side of now being a running back versus, wide receiver going into maybe games last year where you were more split out. And you're still doing that some now, but you're also lining up beside Ethan Vasco or Michael or whoever's in there. But mentally, does your preparation change regardless if you're now quasi running back versus strictly wide receiver?
Not too much. Not too much. I feel like what running back helps me with is getting to the mindset of the game earlier, because it's I don't want to say it's easier to give you the ball as a running back, but you know, hey, we're going to run the ball. Right. So it's like knowing that, it's like, okay, like it's no question on if, like, okay, hopefully I get this amount of catches, or hopefully not. Like we're gonna run the ball. Just make sure you on your P's and Q's early, and make sure we can get this game going. So it was really good, like switching, and then like I wouldn't say my mindset necessarily changed going into a game. Like I kind of like have like I would say a little bit more of a dog mentality now, knowing that like, hey, like stick your foot in the ground and lower your pads, and like that mindset, blocking, like all of it. Wow. So really having like more of a dog mentality has absolutely helped us.
Talking to Juju Gray, Liberty running back. Don't want to touch much on last week. 534 yards of offense, and you come back with the score not in the favor that you want it to be. What was frustrating about last week outside of the 90-minute lightning delay?
Yeah, that was definitely frustrating.
I know it was.
But, just us having penalties and us still having opportunities to execute better on offense. That was kind of the frustrating part, is we all could have executed better. And even me on special teams, like putting us in bad field position, making bad decisions, stuff like that.
Right.
So just really making sure like we execute. And ultimately that was kind of the frustrating part about, having that much offense and still not getting what you ultimately want, is the win. But like offensively, we still had a lot of things that we left out there. So
How about gaining weight? How much have you added? Was it, take us through the process, okay, the strength staff, nutrition staff, which is top-notch at Liberty. Was it, hey, I get to eat some more of this and some of your favorite foods? Take us through the plan of how you added some weight.
So, I mean, I obviously, me being a receiver, I came in and I was around 190 last year. Currently, I'm 207 currently. Okay. So that was a big jump in weight.
Right.
Obviously taking things like protein seriously, not going from, I would usually, as a receiver, walk out the weight room, one protein shake or something like that.
Okay.
But now I'm like, all right, let me take 2 or 3. Let me drink one later. Let me drink one before I go to sleep.
Yeah. Protein shakes.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, protein shakes.
Favorite flavor?
Chocolate.
Oh, yeah, that'd be mine
chocolate,
too. That'd be
chocolate
mine
easily.
too. That's
chocolate
awesome.
Easily.
Is that your favorite ice cream if you eat it?
Nah, it's actually not. I'm weird. I kind of like birthday cake ice cream, but I like.
Whose birthday's next Thursday?
Oh, mine, actually.
That's yours. I got it right here. And Jamal, I know where Jamal went. Where's Jamal? His was last week.
Yeah.
On the 2nd. Birthday next Thursday. We might bring you out to next week to get you some birthday cake or something.
Okay.
Birthday cake ice cream, it's not weird.
Yeah, I love birthday cake, but like, here's the thing though.
Okay.
I like birthday cake with like Oreos on top of it.
My man.
Okay,
There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
You can't mess ice cream up. These guys right here in the middle, whatever you like is what you like.
Right.
You can't, just like pizza, it's really hard to mess up. We're here at Mellow Mushroom. I know you got a pizza waiting on you. All right, Juju, final thought here. Classwork. Grad school? Are you
not
working
yet.
towards a degree? Okay.
Yes, sir.
That's coming soon.
Yes, sir, in December.
December?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what's your degree going to be in?
Interdisciplinary studies.
Awesome. That's great. And take on Bowling Green. That's the next opponent coming up this Saturday. Give us an idea of the mindset going into the game up in Ohio.
The mindset really is, offensively, let's pick up where we left off. We started to get things going later in the game. But let's do that without so many like mistakes, whether it was making mistakes executing or penalties, whatever it may be. Let's just eliminate it all the way, and let's play our brand of football, and let's just continue to grow and get better. So, with that being the mindset, like I plan on us going out there and executing to the best of our abilities.
All right, look forward to it. Look forward to seeing you out there, and get a win, and let's get back home, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, Juju Gray with us here tonight, and Jamal Miles. Appreciate them coming out and helping us on our show. We'll take a timeout. We'll wrap things up with Coach Chadwell, get his thoughts on the Bowling Green Falcons after this final timeout on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Turn up the heat. Foster Fuels is a proud partner of Liberty Athletics. Foster has been fostering warm moments for 100 years. Headquartered in Brookneal, Virginia, Foster has been providing exceptional propane and gas services since 1921. Stop by one of our 6 showroom locations across Central Virginia to view our wide range of products. From propane to fireplaces and grills to tank installs and tankless water heaters, Foster has it all. Download our app or visit fosterfuels.com for more info.
Lynchburg Nissan's model year in sales event is on, and the savings are huge. Remaining 25 models are tariff-free and have 0% up to 60 months. Discounts up to $7,100 off MSRP, and new cars starting at $18,950. Lynchburg Nissan is ready to pay up to 130% of fair KBB for your trade, too. We also offer guaranteed credit approval. Inventory is limited and selling fast. Stop by or schedule your appointment at lynchburgnissan.com, home of the million-mile warranty.
You're listening to the Liberty Flames Football Show, presented by Freedom First Credit Union on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Rogers Heating, Cooling, Electrical, and Plumbing. Your local HVAC experts. Online at callrogers.com.
The light from a star can take millions of years to reach Earth. So when you look at a star, you're looking back in time. But I see the future. I see exploration and courage. I see my country finding new horizons out there. And I see giant leaps making a comeback. I see myself. The future is where I'll make history.
This message is brought to you by the United States Space Force. More information is available at spaceforce.mil.
Thompson Brooks Insurance has been serving Virginia for over 35 years, helping individuals and businesses with their insurance and investment needs. The team at Thompson Brooks is experienced in understanding Medicare, retirement planning, life insurance, the healthcare marketplace, and group insurance benefits. Call Thompson Brooks Insurance at 434-385-8500. That's 434-385-8500, or visit them online at thompsonbrooksinsurance.com. Thompson Brooks Insurance, planning today for tomorrow.
Have you downloaded the Liberty Flames mobile app? If not, what are you waiting for? The Liberty Flames mobile app is your lifeline to Flames athletics. Get the latest news on your favorite teams, find upcoming schedules, buy and download tickets to the next game, listen to podcasts, and hear our online Liberty Flames Sports Network audio broadcasts.
Pass caught into the end zone. Light 'em up. Touchdown, Liberty.
It's all on the Liberty Flames mobile app. Download it for free from your mobile app store today. Welcome back to the Liberty Flames Football Show, presented by Freedom First Credit Union on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner. Have a question or comment for one of our guests? Email lfsn@liberty.edu or post a message at LFSN Radio on X, formerly known as Twitter. Now, once again, here's the voice of the Flames, Alan York.
Wrapping things up for Mellow Mushroom tonight on this Thursday night. Our show brought to you by Freedom First Credit Union. Liberty at Bowling Green on Saturday, 5 o'clock kickoff at Deutsch L. Perry Stadium. Flames have 2 wins in the state of Ohio. First one came in 1991. Liberty won 10-8 at Youngstown State. The second win, let's go back to September 27th, 2008.
Here we go. The snap, the hold, the kick is on the way. He got it! He got it! Yes! The Flames win! The Flames win! Matt Evans kicks the field goal. Good for him. And he put it through the upright.
Liberty winning at Youngstown State 31-28. The 2 wins in Ohio at Youngstown State. You heard the Hall of Famer Jerry Edwards on the call. Matt Bevins, who's back at Liberty, fundraising for the Flames Club. He was the kicker there for that game-winning kick. And, yes, the late Paul Retigliano, who did radio with us. Just thought we'd go back in the archives, the Liberty's last win in the state of Ohio. And we're going back again Saturday. All right, Coach, quick thoughts on Bowling Green, and we'll get you out of here.
I would say they're a very tough physical team, a team that reminded you of a MAC Midwest team, big guys. He brought some people with him from Tennessee State. I think they've got I think they do a great job defensively. Brandon Fisher, I think Brandon's his first name, Coach Fisher. He's got experience in NFL and college, and they do a really good job with their scheme. They're a physical group. And then offensively, we got a running back that can really go. It's going to be a challenge for us there to tackle. But we're going to have to play well to go up there and get a win. It's homecoming for them, so they're expecting a sold-out crowd. So we got to go play well.
And their head coach, Heisman Trophy winner Eddie George, back in 1995. Coach, appreciate you coming out here tonight. It'll be a fun one. Look forward to getting back above 500. And can't get to Jamey without Bowling Green. That's the first game up here Saturday. But look forward to it, and have a safe trip. We'll see you up there.
Sounds good, Flames.
All right, Flames. That's head coach Jamey Chadwell with us here tonight. I want to thank Coach and our student-athlete guests, Juju Gray and Jamal Miles, for joining us, and Cody and Jamey with their production work, and, of course, all the fans out there here at Mellow Mushroom and tuning in around the world. Again, 5 o'clock kickoff, Liberty at Bowling Green. Our pregame radio coverage comes your way at 3:30 on the Liberty Flames mobile app, the Journey statewide radio network, and our Facebook and YouTube video streams from the booth as well. For Coach and the rest of our crew, my name is Alan York. Have a great rest of your week, and go Flames.
You've been listening to the Liberty Flames Football Show on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner. The Liberty Football Show was presented by Freedom First Credit Union. Start banking with Freedom First today. The Liberty Football Show was also brought to you by Bojangles' famous chicken and biscuits. It's Bo time. Carter Bank. Life lived full. Coca-Cola. Taste the feeling. By Foster Fuels, providing reliable service for 100 years. Lynchburg Nissan, nobody beats our prices, nobody. Rogers Heating and Cooling, servicing Greater Lynchburg's HVAC and electrical needs. Thompson Brooks Insurance, planning today for tomorrow. And by the United States Space Force. The Liberty Flames Football Show, presented by Freedom First Credit Union, has been an exclusive presentation of the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.